Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Supreme Lord of the Great War with yours truly, Bundeswehr Bob, Benjamin Magnus, Commissar Roach, Mordred, Viking. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
So far, everyone's in the war except for the auto derps.
Yeah, I can't do that.
He's trying to figure out how to balance his checkbook.
No, I balanced the checkbook, but I mean, I gotta wait for. I'm fully well aware I can't move forward without supplies, so I have to wait for supply depots to build. And I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to prioritize construction of a facility.
On the hex itself, you could just pause everything else, and then because everything will build at the same time.
Yeah, so the only way to do that would be to go through and to pause all other constructions.
Right.
That's a lot of projects.
See, here's the advantage of having your troops move so slow: is that by the time you get to the front line, the supply is there already.
Like, the only way for me to get to Russia is to go through the Caucasus, and I want to make sure that I have supply up there, and I have one of the supply centers built, but not the other one.
But the oil, Ben, the oil.
For what? Do you drink it?
Like petrol,
Oil's in use right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not using it for shit.
Oil is one of the resources I have very little of. My actual use massively restricts production.
I'm almost exporting it at this point, actually.
My use isn't very high, and my stockpile is 20 million barrels.
I have 1.8 million.
So
I
follow
use 10,000
power.
a day.
So the entire Russian military singular armored cars?
Well, armored cars count as infantry. They are basically First World War APCs. So they're like the upgrade of infantry in this.
we are First World War APC.
Oh, I'm just wondering. I'm seeing a lot of them driving around, and I've seen them a lot in the past. So, are they not building anything else, or are we just seeing these because they move quicker?
They move very quickly compared to basically everything else.
I don't know.
But
Cavalry moves pretty fast.
Yeah,
shouldn't
that's true.
Russian troops have been able to walk? Some of them have been able to walk from their stations to the front at this point?
You would have thought so.
Because they should have been able to walk at least as far as Roaches walked.
Well, the AI ministers, remember, don't act the way we do. They will prioritize where to put troops based on like supply levels.
Somebody just asked, "Can I just buy industrial goods from other players?" Well, I have set up my. Well, I actually. Let's.
No,
just
he
do this.
can't.
I've
Because
set
all
up-
of us are
Everybody needs industrial goods. I have been bulk purchasing them from the market, though. So let's just set up more bulk purchases. Because that'll help.
You can increase the amount you're willing to spend on those purchases too. That helps the most, I've noticed.
Well, yeah. If you're willing to pay more, people will sell to you.
If you're in that luxurious position of having spare cash.
Well, I'm in the luxurious position of not having 60 loads out.
Single tear rolls down Bulgaria's cheek.
Considering our size, I think our economy is actually fairly decent at the moment, but obviously it's not even close to rivaling any of yours.
Well, I don't even. Let's see. What is my economy's getting slightly better.
least-
GDP per capita, 86 ducats.
At least I haven't sunk the economy yet.
Inflation's good. Unemployment's good. Population's is meh. It's no Austria-Hungary or Germany, but it's also no Bulgaria.
Oi! Oi!
Scale of Bulgaria to Germany. How good are you?
On a scale of Bulgaria to Germany, I'm about in Italy.
My GDP is higher than yours, and nah.
Well, yeah, I'm backward ass empire. Let's see. Bond debt 0. Credit rating's good now. Let's see. Tax rate's not as bad as Poland's was. That's a step in the right direction. God, I wish Vicky 2 multiplayer worked.
Right.
Ah,
Yeah.
I keep like biting my finger, going, I'd rather be playing Vicky 2 right now. What if theoretically, what if one person played China?
It
And
just
promised,
sucked.
and
It just
promised
sucked.
not to do anything.
It just sucked. Like,
Well, really,
what if we
you could,
got a shadow player to just have someone log in as China, then be like, well, I gotta go to work for the day. Just
Winter's
I wonder-
setting in.
I wonder if there's a mod or anything for Vicky 2 that somebody's made to, like, I don't know, make
Nerf
multiplayer
China.
better,
hamstring China so they don't do anything.
or maybe just make multiplayer a bit more stable. I mean, it's the Paradox modding scene. I mean, somebody's got to have tried something. at some
Have tried to
point.
do it at some point.
Yeah, so I mean, I wonder if that's a thing. I never was big into mods when I was like really, really big into Victoria 2, so I don't know.
Winter has come.
Just
It
wait for
has.
Vicky 3. This has been discussed ad infinitum between all of us.
We're good.
Construction complete.
Oh wow, the Russians are actually making an offensive in the south, or my eastern flank.
Where? One armored car.
No, they also took two. No, they also took two towns to the
Oh,
north
yeah.
of this current engagement,
I see them
and
moving.
yeah.
I saw that armored car too, and I was like, "Is this what he's talking?"
Basically, Bob is just being your money. Roach cannot into proper battle plans. Ben is still the Sultan of
What
Salt,
the
and
fuck?
Mordred has yet to make Bulgaria great again.
I can't into proper battle plans. I destroyed the whole Warsaw garrison without even taking a casualty.
Well, I'm sure there were some accidents.
By the time my troops got there, everything was dead. Like I was like,
Well, I'm surprised my chat's not staring at my economy, going, "It went down for a hot second." I was actually in the negative for one day there because of a bulk purchase of industrial goods. And then we're right back up.
I mean, we've only been playing for 6 months here, so I mean,
There's time.
Although I'm starting to do a little bit better. It's just taking some time.
take over the Arabian Peninsula. Tell T.E. Lawrence he can suck it.
I would, because if we could, if Vicky 2 was stable, I think we'd be playing multiplayer series of that constantly.
I'd definitely be up for that.
Yeah, so would
Because that would be great.
Yeah. And I mean, some good memes come out of it. Everybody remembers the great vodka factory of Kiev.
Prussian angel investors.
Yeah. Someone was just asking me about that in my stream yesterday. They were like, how many people worked there by the end of that series? 300,000?
Blimey.
It was just the city of Kiev.
Yeah. The city of Kiev was his distillery.
Supplying the world's vodka needs. Or
It
Kiev's
was
vodka
potato
needs.
potato farms and distilleries. That's all that was there.
It's like the reverse of the Russian, or the actual, like, oh, hey, France is actually starting to show up on the border.
Oh, they
Too
did?
bad- Too bad that they're meeting just a line of artillery. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, wow, yeah. yeah.
Bye, bye.
Oh, man. Oh, they're gone. Are you just... Oh, for a second there, I thought you were just leveling Nancy.
Well, it will get leveled if they keep going it, because I'm not bombarding the tile, but it's just
It's
collateral
getting hit.
damage from my barrage.
Wasn't that where Boondy Bob came from? No, Boondy Bob was just like when Bob's channel was a lot smaller, and I suggested he come up with a pseudonym that wasn't as common as the name Bob. So when people searched for like his,
Suck it down, French armored
something.
cars! Ah!
Wasn't your channel originally just like, what was it? It was a maniacal something.
Well, it was my wife's idea at first. And she called it Maniacal Studios.
Yeah, but you
Domestic.
kept that going even when it was just you for a while, and then you switched over to.
Well, yeah, because at that point it was just me doing it. So
Why don't I play single Vicky too? Because it's on my list of things to do. Trust me, the list of things to do is as long as my arm, and I'm slowly I finally started hitting things off the list. I'm almost done with Caesar 4, which was on the list. I'm doing Alien Isolation, which I think I'm almost done with that because Roxanne's gone now. And something else. Tropico. I'm doing Tropico right now too. So I'm whittling things off the list. I'm hitting them up. Roxanne. Yeah, Roxanne ceased to be scary after I got the Flammenwaffe.
You know it adapts to that, right?
It didn't seem to.
And the more you use it, the less it'll affect it.
we have taken Riga.
I'm in Flammen the Werfer out of her. But I'm pretty sure she's gone. I'm at the point in the game where she's gone now, so. Oh well.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Well, my chat was telling me that, which I just assumed that they were lying.
Sure, go with that.
The day you do a darkest hour series, I may or may drop a nice little donation. Well, did that. I did poorly, but I did that.
You did exceedingly poorly.
Oh, I did so bad. Maybe we should do a multiplayer thing, Roach.
I don't. If you think Victoria 2's multiplayer is unstable.
Oh, is that? I thought it was stable in that one.
Well, given the fact that the Victoria 2 is based on the engine and improved from what.
And improved. That's better.
Yes, that's the better version of what.
I thought when you convinced me to buy the game that you had said the multiplayer component worked. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I think you're thinking of something else. I was just saying that it's a great, like, if you were looking for like a good, something that's about on par with Hoi 3 in your eyes. Yeah, you'd looking for Darkest Hour.
It's a good game. I gotta get back into that though. Just I've been playing it every once in a while off screen when I get some time, just to get back into it a little bit.
They shot my
get a
planes
little bit
down.
better. Well, that is possible.
They don't fly that high.
I'm just surprised.
They aren't Russian interceptors.
Just ask Richthofen.
So you might want to be careful with your planes there, because that's where I got shot down.
Nonsense. I am superior German planes.
I don't have planes.
German screaming in the distance as the plane goes down.
This is my Salzwaffe. It was Salz.
All right. So if I were willing to pay more industrial goods, would I do increase the auto purchase price?
Come closer, armored car. I'm sure you'll get there before the artillery shells blow you to smithereens.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I've been producing that. I've been producing artillery that can shoot 40 kilometers for a while. Oh yeah, there they are. They've just been piling up at home.
Just saw some French ships in the Bosphorus.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot I was building armored cars as well. They've been sitting there for a while.
I decided to mobilize a couple more troops. I would like, as soon as these supply depots are done and the bratwurst gets propagated out, I'll attack Russia. I'll get in on this.
We don't really need you.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to be left out of the peace deal. And by the peace deal, I mean just whatever's left at the end, everybody gets. Wherever you're standing, it's yours. I'm seriously wondering if there's a Russian military around that's going to do anything.
Yeah, this is disappointingly small.
We could call it the Empire Dust Up.
The not so great war.
What military difficulties we go with? Normal.
It's
normal.
It's normal across the board.
That might be why. Because on hard, there were a lot.
French shell falls at Bobland. We've taken a couple casualties, I think. Let's see. Casualty list. Germany, 15,000. Probably mostly Russians.
Let's see where the artillery is at. There it is. Ha! Get bombed!
Yeah, die, civilians!
Hell, Bob,
There's
we might kill off Russia before 1916.
I think it's going to depend on walk speed.
I mean, at this point, really, it just is.
There's the artillery piece. Ha! Get bombed.
Walk speed and the density of airfields.
Yeah, the French have some 41-kilometer artillery too.
I was under the impression that there was a Russian airfield for man, woman, and child.
Not anymore.
Not until the Soviets take over.
But as we've seen, Bob, they have, because the armored cars.
The logos are everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah. What I'd love is if we see a Russian airplane and it's got the hammer and sickle on the way. Something that'd be great.
Keep watching and you might well see one.
Sporn, thanks for the follow. I thought the AI in this was supposed to be good. Well, this seems to be a bit of an anomaly.
You're an anomaly.
Well, yeah. How many times have I said I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone when I'm talking about game design these days? Oh, there's a British fleet. Well, a British 4 ships. The Nottingham, the Topaz, and some others. A Cochrane.
The Gesundheit?
Facility construction interrupted. I'm aware. Does it say anywhere how much it costs to like do a tile of like railroads or other infrastructure projects?
Yes, when you go and build it, it lists it literally right under the name and right next to the picture.
And
Well, I'm
also,
starting
if
to
you,
need a little more resistance here and there.
Oh, okay. It does say 4,250 industrial goods per tile.
Yeah, they keep
For a
sending
road.
armored cars down here.
Half that. Trenches, 50.
Gonna need about 350.
You know, Loch Ness Monster. Whoops, I forgot a town back here.
Oops. Can't
Oops.
have that.
Some Russians left alive.
We're just gonna have this infantry, I guess, division. I don't know this massive infantry mob just go. I'll just point them in a direction.
a bunch of your artillery on the French border is pretty low in health, Bob.
They actually took casualties?
Mm. The mega long range French artillery is
some of their guns are a little bit longer range than mine.
That's a very interesting looking motorcycle that Bob's fighting right now.
Oh yeah, the AI does love those motorcycles.
It's very modern.
Oh, Romania has refused an Entente suggestion to join Greece in support of Serbia. Well, it's a good thing because Serbia doesn't exist anymore.
It's a bad thing because it's kind of like Romania.
Man, those French troops walking along the French border, they just move and die.
I don't know what town I'm about ready to take, but apparently it's a big one.
It's a big one?
It's,
Kiev.
yeah, because it's is that Kiev?
That's
I
Kiev.
guess.
Yeah, it's Kiev.
Is it just not called Kiev yet?
It is.
I
It's
think
just
that's-
spelled differently.
Yeah, it's spelled all Russian-y.
Pronounce it phonetically, and that is Kiev.
Italian ship, interesting. What are you
Well,
doing?
They exist.
They're just born with a heart of neutrality.
So
Or
you
they're
would
just
think.
waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
They're
gonna
just waiting to
fray the shit out of their war.
Just waiting to see which side that they're gonna flop down on.
Well, I think I'd know which side I would choose right now.
Is this days for rating 19? Hopefully that is we're actually building these.
Begin the Kiev bombardment.
Supplies are good in this region.
So what level justification would you recommend for a war declaration?
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
"15 days, 15 days. What about over here?
I'll go at 50%.
Military goods. I have 0 military goods factories, so we're gonna build 1 factory for bullets. 1 bullet plant. Does the AI build trenches?
No.
No,
What?
they do not.
So, when this was called the Great War, it was just a couple reskinned models and part of a tech tree.
Yep, pretty much. And they did redistribute the resources quite dramatically, but that's about it. Like the Netherlands actually has loads of raw materials now, which it does not later.
Because I've been looking around the borders, especially like the French one, and I'm like, I don't see any trenches.
But yeah, that was one of my frustrations when I was playing as Britain, is that France wasn't building like any trenches at all, like along the battlefield, and it was just like, are you gonna do this or not?
Well, the clearly answer is no. Domestic price is too high. Well, suck it up. Greece won't intervene. Romania refuses the Entente struggle. A little late, a little tardy at the party there. So we'll build some more supply doodles. We'll see how that affects my industrial production. It should get more supply to this area, so hopefully it'll do something.
Just to the west of Kiev, there's just a line of infantry of mine just moving.
421.
Just in formation.
Russia's standing military is larger now than it was before. Where is it?
I don't know. Because from my experience in previous games, the initial stages of the war are hectic because they throw everything they have at you. But they have not done it this time.
It's been like 8 months though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Is this a
1915.
new series? Yeah, we just started this today.
This is very strange AI behavior. I've not seen this before.
This. I don't know if I call this World War One.
Yeah, this is definitely not the experience I've had in my previous
to-
games.
It feels like World War II without tanks. In my
Yeah. It's World War II without tanks and with some different names for countries.
Thank you, Germany.
You're welcome. What'd I do?
You sent me money, apparently.
You did.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't know I did that. All right.
Offered by Germany, 3 million. Requested by Germany, nothing.
But just to give it out, Mills.
I guess I'm just making it rain. I guess.
Right, 9 more days for some supply depots. 10 more days on this one.
We've beaten back the French. Suck it down, baguette.
Oh, German offensive is
Oh, man.
massing.
It's one of my favorite things to do in Hold Fast is when you're when you're like skirmishing from opposite sides of a wall, just start yelling at the other people. People are wrong.
Yes, come closer. Come closer, French infantry. I have a gift for you.
I like how that's just become the default thing, like for the French side. Like no matter what, like if you say that, you get like 30 other people on your team just go Viva France!
Oh man.
Yeah, the British side doesn't have that amount of unity.
No, no. Well, what is it? So it's like fucking George. Is it George?
Yes.
It's a fucking George.
Fucking
You're the
in
king.
country.
I vote for you.
I'm actually kind of I'm kind of sad that some of the ones that were in Napoleonic War didn't make it.
Such as?
Like what?
Oh, like hurrah for old Nosy! That one would be great.
I don't know if I know the story of Old Nosy.
Well, no, that's because that's the thing they said. Like if you did the taunt or you did the taunt button in Napoleonic War, that'd be one of the random things they said if you were the British side, and that just became a thing because nobody knows what the fuck's Old Nosy, and then everybody just started saying that as a thing.
Oh, it's an armored car hanging out in the woods over here. That's what was shooting at me.
Stealthy car, Bob.
Oh, you like visibility is a thing and all that in here, so. Yes,
Jesus,
yes.
I'm
Come
almost to
come closer, French infantry. I have gifts for you from on high and at high velocity.
I just want everybody.
Jif, Bob.
Huh? What'd you say?
I was just poking Roach.
All I heard was the massive sigh.
He said gifs, and I said, "Oh, Bob, it's pronounced gifs." And I know that's the pet peeve of Roach's. Okay, wrong doodle. Okay,
I don't care what the designer says. He's not okay. He's not a goddamn linguist. He's not a linguist. He's a programmer. There's a difference. I'm sorry.
Invade Iran. Supplies. Bratwursts.
I just want to be perfectly here with everybody watching right now. It is February 7th, 1915 during World War I, and I am Austria-Hungary, and I am in the Ukraine.
At this point in the war, he should be getting his ass handed to him
At this
by
point in the war, I'm 20 miles in my borders. Like,
It actually kind of feels like Serbia put up more of a fight than Russia.
Well, Russia doesn't have anything other than like the occasional armored car and some garrison units.
Yeah, I really have no idea what's going on because this has not been the case from games I've played in the past.
There are a lot of French dudes running up and down the border.
How much you want to bet if I declare war on Russia, they're just going to come storming through the Caucasus?
Do it.
Aha, we've been waiting for you.
I'm almost ready. I got the supply depots. They're approaching. The closest one over here is 11 days away. The furthest one away is, let's say, about 20 days. And then that'll have full supply over here. Oh, you know, I should probably mobilize some arty. Let's do. Let's do some cav as well. And let's get some arty in here. Oh, I have one plane! Deploy him!
What kind of plane?
Hang on. I'll get to that in a second. I gotta get the arty deployed.
It's a kite.
A kite?
PTR first. I think it's French. Bloroy, number 11. Do I have any airfields? That's the thing.
from my experience, nobody has airfields. Because I don't think I took a single airfield from my border to the Ukraine. I think everything is just, yeah, no airfields.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Although, your colour being pink doesn't help, because that's usually how it's highlighted. Although I would like
Probably
to know where on
an
earth you're
Ottoman
playing.
guy who slapped a bunch of fireworks to a chair. That was a Chinese guy.
It was also a myth. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
Yeah. It's like an urban legend from 2,000 years ago. Not that
I actually did a
1,000.
MythBuster episode on that. I remember that one.
Wasn't that one of the
Yes.
early ones?
Come closer.
Yeah, that
Come
was an
closer,
early.
French. Come closer.
They had just gotten like a Buster, and they put Chinese, like stereotypical Chinese outfit on him, and like strapped him to a chair with rockets, and
The outfit definitely was
just
necessary.
blew him up. Like they just ceased to exist.
Well, yeah, they were trying to. It was like trying to simultaneously launch like black powder rockets.
Yeah, there was like 20 of them or something like that. It was a ridiculous amount of them.
Supplies. One more day unless one of my supply depots finishes in Constantinopolis. Constantinopolis? That's got to be it. Constantinopolis. You cannot stop the Nopolis.
So where is Stalingrad? I know it's not Stalingrad right now, but what is it called at this point?
It would have been. It will be right over Tsaritsyn.
That's the one, yes.
Tsaritsyn, something like that. In Volhyshki.
Zaritsky. Oh,
All right.
Zaritsky. I see it. Yeah, Zaritsky and Vorishki. Yeah, I see him right now. So I got a ways to go, but
that's quote unquote Stalingrad right now.
yeah. The fact
Well,
that I'm this close is actually kind of just
Shit. Ottoman, Chinese, something east. One's a little bit more easterly than the others, but you know, it's east of Europe.
Oh yeah, of course, their capital's Petrograd at the moment, not Moscow.
You'd be forgiven for thinking that because I mean, there's a lot of Soviet imagery that we're seeing.
It's a little confusing. All right, so a supply depot finished. How is your supplies now? It's up 4%.
How much artillery do I have on the border? Enough. I have
All
enough
of it?
artillery on the border.
I don't know, Bob. I think you could do with more.
I don't know. I don't have enough military goods, really, I think, to support any more bombardment than I am currently.
Artillery
You
is
said it,
super
bombardment.
expensive in military
So what's
goods.
your plan, Bob? What's your operational plan? Are you just going for Petrograd to
Well,
knock
what we
them
do
out
every
of the
night, Roach, try to take over the world. Yeah, it's just shaping up. I'm taking the north, you're taking the south.
Yeah, she's just got cavalry running from city to city and killing the four guys. Like the police, he just goes in, murders the police chief, and goes, "This is mine now."
Highlander rule says this is mine now.
He's not wrong though. I'm using exclusively my my cavalry to just raffle stomp the Russian steppe right now.
I feel like these Russians don't even know they're at war. It's just some cavalry with a weird hat shows up.
Speaking German just goes.
I have 193 ducats apparently. I think that means you've been watching for 193 minutes.
I do
I
wonder
gotta
if...
tell it. Maybe I should do that this weekend. Is get all that stuff. Try to get that properly set up and make sure I get my chat commands set up properly too. Although, in all fairness, I didn't even know how cheering worked till this morning.
Don't you
Wait,
do
so
this for a
you
living?
had no idea what that was, what I gave you yesterday then?
No, I knew how to get it. I didn't know how to give it.
So
Oh.
Like I was looking for a button. I was like, "There's got to be a button for this." I didn't know that you just typed cheer in chat.
Well, no, there's next to the little emoji icon, there's like a little triangle looking thing. That's the cheer button.
There's a...
Isn't that for buying cheers, but for actually like
Buying
giving
and
them out in
giving.
chat? Yeah. Oh, you could give them to there too. Okay.
There's some
I was
British
figuring that
infantry
out
in
this
France.
morning.
You have to buy bits in order to give bits.
You don't tell me what to do with my bits.
Some British infantry in France.
For what I was reading, there's apparently people can earn bits by like taking surveys or watching like 30-second ad slots or something like that too. Something like that.
There's a French capital ship trying to go through the Kiel Canal. It's going to have a bad day when it gets out the other side.
Gotta bomb it.
We're
with
at
all your
35
German
minutes.
Oh,
I think this is.
Mordred?
No, this was Ben.
Oh, this
This
was
is-
me.
no, this is
oh
me.
yeah, because
No, it was Bob.
Yeah, because this
Sorry,
is
Bob,
5,
yeah.
so this is Bob.
You both begin.
Damn it! I want to say goodbye. I have the conch.
You have the talking stick, Bob.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, follow and subscribe to all of us, but mostly me. Stop doing the thing with the game. What are you guys doing?
I'm not doing anything. Oh wait, I did do something. Sorry.
God damn it! See you guys later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.